Do. Wait for you fellows to get in here. Sure will. Was that 15 minutes? I think it was. 15 minutes? I think so. See there, mine's got this figured out, see? Right back at you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Close enough, was it? Maybe it was 12. So while people come in here, this was the show I was going to do last night. Then I got interrupted. Then my damn next button went away. But I figured out how to get around all that mess. Took me a while. It took me like 4 hours to figure it out. Ice cream. Right? Coffee, ice cream. I'll wait for y'all to get in here. Ingo? Ingo Swan? No, I don't. I did not. No, it's not pudding, it's ice cream. I'm a real ice cream nut. Hey, Otto. What's happening? Long time no see. Good evening back there, Karen. You're eating? Okay. It is Chatty Do time. It is. We'll do a head count, a word count, age count, all that count. Do our toast, and then we'll get on with it. All right. All right, Mimi. See you later. Sleep well. What brand is it? It's the Mook. Yeah. 10 fingers, 10 toes. That's funny. I'm waiting for one of these mods to show up. Only one of y'all went in the internet corner. Right? How's it going there, Highest Talk? I don't think I know who you are. I don't remember your screen name, Highest Talk. I suppose if you're going to talk, you might as well be the highest, right? Or highest. Is that right? That's too funny. I don't know about you. I can't imagine that. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine that. I cannot imagine waking up on a Sunday morning and then all over the internet, all over the news is Nancy Pelosi's your president. Man, my jaw would hit the floor. Actually, it wouldn't because of the information I know. But I'm just saying, as a regular, just average, everyday person, not aware of all the other stuff, yeah, I would be in shock. I bet your entire country would be turned upside down. Well, good evening there, Reggie. Yeah, exactly. Restorations. You got that right. I don't. Got that a bit, Mr. Ryan. Yeah, exactly. That's right there, Mr. Vincent. I think it would too, Poppy. I agree. Yeah, but it wouldn't be by election. It'd be by succession. Big difference. Well, yeah. Yes, that is right, Reggie. XRP is Ripple. And as a lot of people have heard me say time and time again, I'm not a crypto person. But I do know, whether you believe me or not, that in your lifetime, if you're like age 30, 35, even I really believe that we'll be in a crypto system by the end of 2020. By the end of 2020, because of something catastrophic will happen. Now, or in my opinion, it won't actually happen. It will be forced upon everyone in the world. And I believe the United Nations will have a hand in it. That will force all countries to essentially eliminate fiat currency. In other words, hand by hand by hand distribution. It's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm fine, Standing Foot. How are you? So, to the title of this video or stream, if you will, let me give you some news that you might not be aware of. All of the entire internet and the monetization. There's experiments going on with the cryptocurrency and their own monetization type programs. All the websites in the world have this, ads running, pop-ups, videos, whatever they do. YouTube is heavily into the advertising, but as people are well aware, once you get a website and or a YouTube page or any other video service that is dependent upon third-party advertisers, the very people that are creating the content can be easily swayed and or manipulated into certain directions by financial punishment. The video, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you ladies, and I know a lot of the ladies love the story times. I know that you do. The story time that I put up the other night, dealing with the glass, true reflection, YouTube said, nope, it's not YouTube. It's not advertiser friendly. My jaw about hit the floor. When YouTube does that to me, 9 times out of 10, not 100% of the time, it depends on the video and the information I'm trying to relay, but 9 times out of 10, when they do that to me, I put it on private. Because I'm like, why should you, in other words, why should YouTube get the view and the video count credit, not money, there's a difference, credit on a video that they have financially punished me for that does not violate their terms of service? Why? They're not going to. So I put it on private. This is what I do to all the videos that do that. All of the New World Order soldier videos, they did that to me. That's the only second story time that they did that to me. It's sitting on private because I'm not going to have a video up there for Google to get the credit for those views. Why? For what? I understand how the Alexa ranking works. I know how the unique viewership works. I know how all this crap works. So why would I be punished for something I didn't do in the first place and then allow them to acquire more, status in their unique viewership, or a click on a video they punish me for and there's nothing punishable about it? If it was that horrible, why didn't they take it down? See what I mean? This is what I'm saying. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening is the web is starting to shift, and the cryptocurrencies are trying to make a pretty big impact on how they go about rewarding content creators. Now, out of all the cryptocurrencies in the world, again, I think it's a joke. I've always believed that cryptocurrency is laughable. That's like me saying, oh, this is the top of a Gatorade bottle. But today, I'm going to say it's worth money because I said so. And I'm going to say my name is something, something Yakamoto or Sakatori or whatever the hell. And I'm going to be all mysterious, but I'm going to still say it's money. I'm going to have all these people behind me say it's money. I'm going to have 100 people. I'm going to pay 1,000 people say it's money. And then suddenly it's money. It's a joke. In my opinion, it's a joke. It's a fairy tale. But here's the thing. If it was so incredibly horrible, why hasn't the SEC stepped in? Why hasn't the governments stepped in? Well, a lot of the governments have stepped in. Other countries are saying, you can't be doing that. The IRS just recently put out all these letters to all the people that made money for the selling of their cryptocurrency. Excuse me, I thought that Bitcoin was decentralized. Well, apparently it's not, because the centralized banking system is sending out letters through the arm of the IRS. Not very decentralized if everybody knows that you got that. Right? You're still paying a tax in the fiat tax for something that you said was money that isn't money. But what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, is when the IRS, let's do some math. Let's think about it. Let's use this thing called logic. When the IRS sent out those letters to the individuals that made money from the sale of their cryptocurrency, the IRS, which is an extension of the banking cabal, just admitted through a sideways door that cryptocurrency has value. They just did it. They sure the hell did. Because they're saying, the IRS, by saying we're going to penalize you, or you have to pay tax to our fiat system, the IRS and the banking cabal just acknowledged cryptocurrency. They sure the hell did by that move. Does that make sense? Which means cryptocurrency is going to be a part of your life for sure. It's going to be in your future. Absolutely. Good thing. CC Brown, Agent 19. I think Mighty Buffoon. We got all three mods in here. Thank you very much. Somebody's being naughty. Make sure you boot them out in the internet corner. Good times. So I'm saying myself, the only cryptocurrency that I believe in personally, not that I'm anyone, because everyone knows I'm no one. I'm nobody. But the only one that I personally have attempted to invest in is, in fact, Ripple, which is XRP. Because the Ripple system is dealing with international trade. We will always have international trade. It doesn't matter if we're in a recession, if we're in the top of our game, and the economy is booming. It doesn't matter if we're in a depression. There will always be international trading. Always. And I know this. This is why I'm willing to put down my fiat money to invest in their techniques, right? That's just my opinion. And I've said that for a very long time, for at least a year or two. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to how cryptocurrency is under some sort of experimentation with DLive. DLive is doing it, which are called macro payments or micro payments. You're taking little fragments of cryptocurrency and they're paying you. They're paying you maybe a dime's equivalent, maybe, $1.50's equivalent. But how's this money being made? How's it being done? How is the money getting from party A to party B? Well, it's called the wallet through the blockchain. So something huge has happened, and chances are none of you know about it. But I'm going to explain it to you right now. There is let's say a media company. It's very close to YouTube. It's kind of like a forum, YouTube, Reddit-ishy, sort of. It's a platform. It's called COIL, COIL. And those videos that you make, your content, whether it be music or whether it be short stories or whether it be videos like this or streaming, pick something. People are being paid through micropayments, but not through advertising, see? Not through the common advertising of you're going to get a little ad that's going to pop up at the beginning of the video, the middle of the video, at the end of the video. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you. I cannot stand watching videos that stack advertisements in the video. That pisses me off. It infuriates me. When I'm watching a video and they're like, oh, commercial. Then I watch a little bit, oh, commercial. And it's just a regular ding-dong like me on the internet. What? Are you kidding me? No. As soon as I see that, unsubscribe. Goodbye. That's just my opinion. I'll put you an ad at the beginning and at the end. That's it. You'll never see Monty stacking ads in the middle of my content. Never. Ever. Never have done it. Never will. Because I know how angry I get when it happens to me, right? When you're trying to watch something and it says, oh, ad's coming. And you're like, ugh. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing. The cryptocurrency, XRP, which is really Ripple, you ain't gonna believe this, gave a $1 billion in the equivalent of $245 million donation to who? COIL. Oh, goody. That's massive. It sure is. Try to imagine you being a startup company. Try to imagine you receiving seed money from $1 billion organization in the tune of $245 million. Can you imagine? Your jaw would hit the damn floor, wouldn't it? So XRP has gave this donation to COIL. Look them up, coil.com. That's it, COIL.com. Do it your thing. Do whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter to me. And these people now are being paid for their content. Here we go again. Through micropayments. Well, there's an old saying. If you let things build and build and build and build, by the time you know it, you got $15,000 sitting over there, right? These other platforms that are going to be competing with the YouTubes and the Facebooks and the Twitters and pick somebody, it is my opinion, again, I'm not saying I'm right, they're going to stomp all over them. Because the way the web is abusing the content creators. The content creators are flocking by the thousands to other mediums, other media. And if the crypto micro payment system does work without the actual advertisers, these monstrous platform oligarchs are going to be in a world of problems. They sure are. But guess what? They would have asked for it. Is it something that's going to happen overnight? No. Is it something that's going to happen in the next year? Nope. What about 5 years? Maybe. It depends on the success rate. It depends on the content creators and how happy you can make the majority of the content creators. That's the key. Because after all, it's YouTube, not them two. YouTube has turned into them too. If I do a search for a story, commentary about whatever, I get a smorgasbord of CNNs, MSNBCs, Fox News, CBS, ABC. I don't want that. I want to go listen to the commentary from the people I'm subscribed to, or maybe the people affiliated with the people I subscribe to. See me? YouTube has turned into them too. I knew it was going to happen. Sure did. This is why when Richie from Boston made that video the other day where he said, yeah, Monty called me up in 2016. He told me freaking YouTube's going to turn into cable TV. That's exactly what's happening. It sure is. They're trying to get the, little people out. They're promoting all the people that we escaped from. Do you have cable TV in your house? Bet you don't. You don't need it. Why would you need it? You don't need that. I think I know maybe 3 people that still have cable TV. The rest of them have dumped it. They don't need it. They don't want it because they're not willing to pay $150, $200 to watch all the channels they could never watch in a day. They're sick of it. They can get online and get all the information they could ever want from there. So why do they need cable? So many people have dropped cable. So what has YouTube done? YouTube, the hierarchy of YouTube, has turned right back around and shoved the cable crap in your nose again that you don't want. That's what I'm saying. So all the content creators, if you start making all the content creators happy, there's this thing called word of mouth. Word of mouth starts spreading. Hey, man, listen, I'm not part of COIL. COIL is not paying me to say anything. XRP is not paying me to say. I say things because I want to say them. It's just my opinion. Not that I'm anybody, because everyone knows I'm a nobody, including me. All right? All I'm just trying to say is, I'm giving an example. COIL gets $245 million donation from a subsidiary of Ripple, right? And you mean to tell me they're going to help spread the wealth because they're trying to test this different advertising method to pay the content creators. If the content creator, hooked up with COIL and then a month later said, holy smokes, I only made, $44 last month, but damn, it's a great service. They treat me right. It's with my peers, other streamers, whatever. Then guess what? They're going to talk about it to all their friends. They're not just going to get on their porch and talk about it with a couple of their friends. They're going to get online on the other platforms, on the competing platforms. And they're going to start burping this out. And guess what's going to happen? At least a third of their membership is going to go over to COIL or whatever network they're talking about. And then that way, the pie time for YouTube is massive. I mean, they're in competition with the networks, for real. They're in competition with the cable companies. That's massive, right? But that pie time is going to start shrinking. Because before, if you had the content creator creating 44 hours of content in a month, and they learn of another platform and they go over there and spend half the time there, well, now YouTube only got 22 hours of content from the same content creator because the content creator is not happy. So they're going somewhere else. Or worse, they just abandon their channel altogether. Now what? See what I mean? Yeah. So I don't want to hear any whining 5 years from now when YouTube is the MySpace of the internet. I want to hear any crying. They did it to themselves. I agree with that there, CC Brown. I don't believe corporations should be ever bailed out with tax money. Absolutely not. Good evening there, Eddie. Well, the monopoly laws are already in there, buddy, except they ignore everything. They don't care. They don't care. Here's the thing. YouTube just got busted lying to Congress. Is anything going to happen to them? No. Is the person that lied to Congress, is he going to be arrested for perjury? No. Is Congress going to sanction Google in any form, either in writing or otherwise? No. Is the FTC, which is a Federal Trade Commission, going to go over there and fine them? No. Of course not. Google's untouchable. That's it. Sorry about that. I got to finish my ice cream before we go into chatty dude mode. How many people got in here? 145? It's almost not quite 9 o'clock Mountain Time. Yeah, exactly, Agent 19. Come fishing with you. Standing foot, where at? Where you going to go fishing? Last time I went sailing was on the Gulf of Mexico. In, damn, when was that? That sailing trip was like 1974, I think it was. A long time ago. Good evening there, Cyber Camp. What's happening? Did you find any more salamanders? Just curious. I seen that video today. No, it doesn't, C.T. Brown. And that's laughable in its own sense, isn't it? They like to make you think that. They like to make you think, oh, well, stocks are doing fantastic and the countries are booming. And then 2 days later, you're talking about a recession. How's that possible? Exactly. They're not untouchable? It looks that way. Did I like Newt Gingrich? He was okay. Not my favorite. Not my first choice. Oligarchy, you know. That's it. All right. Done with my ice cream. So here we go. Gonna get into the important stuff here. All right. So everybody knows Monty's 55. Spit out your age. You don't have to. If you're female, you can lie 10 years either way. If you're male, you're not allowed to lie. That's the rules. 24, 42, 36, 33, 48, 63, 50, 38, 59, 24, 63, 63, 42, 47, 56, Jesus, 32, 26, 61, 47, 61, 46, 56, 47, 49, 38, 67, 38, 35. Geez, a lot of young ones in here today. 65, 45, going on 55, 61, 26, 31. We got a 73er in here. Wow. 52, 32, 39, 52. Ah, wow, we got some 60s and 70s in here. Oh, look at that little burr, burr, burr. Get out of there, knucklehead. That damn Sharpay from Canada has been licking on my head. All right, we got 39, 52, 43, 39, 70, 50 wish, 66, 61. You feel 85 right now? That's your own damn fault. John, I hate to do this to you. I'm gonna have to boot you out of the room. You can't be in here. This is like, you know what I mean, for elder folks. Is that really your age? I'll wait for you to say yes or no. Because if you say yes, I'm gonna turn right back around. I'm gonna boot you out of the room. Right? Is that a yes? I'm just waiting for it. Is that your real age? Oh, it's not? What's your real age? Because if you are that, I'm going to boot you out of the room for real. All right, let me go ahead and on with Amber there. Amber says 34. Got 58, 56, 72, 62. Oh, you're 62? Okay. Let's see. Helper review. I don't even know what that's all about. So I'm going to hide that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Bitchin' Camaro. Split bumper. All right. Nothing wrong with that. All right, everybody knows that Monty's out of Denver, Colorado. Go ahead and just tell me where you're at right now. You can lie. You can say you're the next state over if you don't want me to know. Just give me a attitude about where you at. Here we go. We got Philly, Nebraska, Michigan, North Carolina. I don't know where that's at there, Richard. Oregon, Orlando, Brighton, Colorado, Flagstaff, Arizona, upstate New York, Florida. Let's see, Pennsylvania, Charlotte, Fort Worth, New Hampshire, Colorado, Phoenix, New York, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Kentucky, Netherlands, North Carolina, Salt City, Memphis, Harlan, Australia, New Jersey. There's a little popcorn, 59. See, upstate New York, Kentucky, Deep South, North Georgia, Kentucky, Nashville, North Carolina, Louis, Kentucky, right? UK, Kentucky. I don't know what the SO is. What's the SO at? Is that South Carolina? Kentucky, Ontario, Canada, Sacramento, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, New Jersey. What else we got going on here? Is that it? We got more popcorns in here? Here comes the Michigan. Most of the people here from the United States. That's awesome. Land of the deplorables. That's hysterical. You got plenty of what? Georgians. Yeah, I know. That's like my home state. That's where I was raised, Georgia. Texas, California. We got some more popcorns popping over here, right? Phoenix. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Monty is hitting the fireball. Sure am. See it? I'm not lying. Little fireball action going on. In case you want to know who the heck that is, I think that's that anesthesiologist, Mr. Jackson Daniels, or who is that? I'm not really sure. Or his brother Johnny Walker, something like that. All right, so spit it out. What you drinking? I want to know because I'm nosy. Let's go. We got Bush beer. What else we got going on here? Fireball. Good times. So you got beer, chocolate milk. What else we got? Jack Daniels, Scotch, cappuccino, root beer. Canadian whiskey, iced tea, ENG apple, vodka, coffee, Mountain Dew, coffee, tea, Kraken, I don't even know what that is. Triple oak, don't know what that is either. Stuck with water, that's nasty. Orange Fanta, that's not too bad. Bud Light, coffee. Let's see, iced, IPA, whatever that is. Coffee. What else we got going on? Never heard of that there against the flow. Nonsense, I don't believe you. Distilled water, oh, that is so gross. Let's see, crank, yeah, sure you are. Orange juice, water, iced water. I'm drinking a little iced water too. You know, you gotta make sure you. Oh, good times. What else we got here? Blackberry Special, dark rum, Pepsi. See, iced Perrier with lemon. Okay, Smirnoff iced tea, jungle juice, water, ice cream float. Man, that sounds good. Ice cream float. I was thinking about that earlier. I don't believe that. You're not drinking that battery. I don't believe it. Bud Light, Napalm. I don't believe that either. Popsicles. That'd be strange. That's not a drink, is it? Got water, Kool-Aid. What else is going on? Water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do our toast. Whatever you're drinking, you know. Whiskey, water, or wine. Here's to me. Here's to you. Here's to old. And here's to new. Do it. Ooh, good times. Yes, indeedy. Fantastic. I love that. That damn Fireball's tasty. Sure is. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Look at all the cheers that's coming in. Absolutely. Let's have another drink. That's right. All right. You're all what now? Fireball? Yeah, it's good stuff right there. Good stuff. Cheers back. Cheers back. Cheers back. So, gonna be a good one, is it? That might be. Tennessee whiskey, is that right? You just believe in good? All right. You hate alcohol? It's so strong? Okay. You know, to each his own. I don't like Jack Daniels too much either. On a very rare occasion, I might have a Jack and Coke, but very rare. Yeah, not my thing. I like that Jim Beam, you know. Right? I mean, if you're gonna have an anesthesiologist, you know. I was talking to my friend the other day, and he had a big old bump on his eye, pretty big, you know, knot right there. So what the hell happened to you? So you get in a fight? And he goes, well, I got in a fight with Jack Daniels. Which means he fell or something. He probably got obliterated and started walking and went, boom, took a crash, right? Or those people that get so damn drunk they can hardly walk down the hole. They look like a ping pong ball. Bing, dong, ding, dong. We've all been there. I think so. I think all of us of any age, at least probably in your 30s, creeping on in your 40s. I think about all of us just been so freaking knocked down, high, wasted, whatever you want to call it. Holy smokes. And then here's the here's the thing. Have you noticed this? When people get so drunk that they're hugging the porcelain god, and they're just so sick, I don't know if you've been in this position. I've been in that position before where you're so sick, you feel like when you're throwing up, you feel like your toenail's going to come with it, right? Because it's that bad. And what are you sitting there doing? You're sitting there telling biggest damn lies of all your life. I will never do this again. I promise this is just I never want to see alcohol again. And what you doing the next week? Right? Bunch of fibbers. Yeah. Last time for that to happen to me was probably in 2012, I think it was. Right before my best friend was taken out, but not to lunch. What's going on here? You couldn't drink what? Tequila? For 10 years? You get sick? But here's the thing, it's all about moderation. Or have yourself a big old supper. Like I'd had a huge supper tonight. So if I wanted to, I could really get happy, but I don't want to do that. Don't need to do that. I love the taste of this stuff. If they made a non-alcoholic Fireball, oh my God, they would be really wealthy. Tastes like cinnamon, Tastes like cinnamon. It's like the cinnamon snaps. It's a little bit different. Same sort of thing. But I like drinking that Jim Beam straight too. It's a little, I don't know. I had that Maker's Mark one time. That was good stuff too. You can drink that straight and it's just not a care in the world. I think they had it on sale where I live for like $42. Little bitty bottle. It's not a big, it's not a gallon by any means. But it is a good drink. Maker's Mark. Here's another drink that, like I've seen these ladies drink this crap, the 7-Up Galliano. Freaking 7-Up. Ugh, that's nasty. It's like a licorice, yellow licorice. Ugh, disgusting. Shots of Crown or chilled Crown. I don't know, man. Me and Crown Royal not friends either. On a rare occasion. Is that your kind of party? All right, well, if we have this nobody party in the future, I want to know who's bringing the booze. And what you bringing. You've always had a what? Galliano bottle? I know the bottles are kind of cool looking. Stuck in your teeth? Where'd Mighty Buffoon run off to? Is he still in the house? Oh, White Russians, man. That is good times right there. I will agree with that. Vodka, Kahlua, and milk. That is good times, buddy. Boy, I tell you what, that'll light you up, won't it? A couple of those, you'll be like, oh, you here? Okay. All right. You are. I thought you done raced off. I thought maybe Agent 19 bumped you out of here. Maybe CC Brown, you and CC Brown were flirting again. You guys ran off somewhere. Who knows what? You know how you are. Mm-hmm. You're going to bring the what? Hold on. Let me see if that video's let me see if that video is playing right now. I just want to see if it is. One moment. I don't want to talk about it unless it's already published, right? Let's see. Let's go. All right. Let's see. see if he's up. There he is right there. Let's see if it's published. Doesn't look like it's published. So I better not say anything then. If that's the case. Okay, I won't say anything. All right, so what else is going on here? Vodka and Mountain Dew. Crushed ice. Is a weed eater. Is a weed eater on a coolant on a hot day. Never heard of that. Mountain Dew and vodka. No, I wouldn't doubt that. I'm not a real big vodka person because it really doesn't have a taste about it. I mean, it sort of does. If you drink it straight, it's got a taste about it. But when you start mixing it around with stuff, like gin has an actual taste when you start mixing it with stuff. But vodka, I just don't think it does. Mountain Dew was created to mix with whiskey, was it? I don't know that. How do you know that? Did you read that somewhere, your grandma or granddad? Did somebody tell you that over a drunken fit one day? I want to know the source, for real. Oh, Wikipedia? Oh, you mean Drunkopedia? I think I should make a frickin' Wikipedia, call it Drunkopedia, where you just go in there and you start saying stupid stuff. And then make a program that when you start typing legible stuff, it changes all around. So there's going, so I heard, here's some information for you. What goes in there? Right? Drunkopedia? Is that where you found it? I think so. Pair of snaps. Rocket fuel? I never had a pair of snaps. Heard of it. Ever heard of Blue Mother? No. Agent 19, have you been drinking tonight? You can tell us. It's okay, buddy. It's all right. It's all right. Well, you got some real beauty comments out there now, huh? Bringing the bar. Hey, listen, who's gonna be the bartender at this big old nobody party? Who's gonna be the bartender? Who can we trust to be the bartender? That's too funny. Can we trust anybody to be the bartender at the nobody party? You know, a bunch of nobody's gonna be there. So it's like if you do something really naughty, nobody's gonna care, right? Because it's a nobody party. You haven't been drunk in 25 years. I hadn't been drunk in 25 years. What else we got here? Licensed mixologist? Or are you really? Is that your trade there? Or you're a bartender? You'd like to turn into a somebody? Why? Oh, that's right. You mean you couldn't be the bartender at the nobody party because you turned into a somebody. Okay, I got you now. I got you. Makes sense. You used to be? Just saying, you know what? I remember your screen name from like years ago. If you're the same person. Just saying. Pink squirrel in a champagne glass. Delish. Really? I don't think I've ever had a pink squirrel. You want a what? A keg stand? Well, CC Brown, I don't think you got anything to worry about. How old are you now? CC Brand, what are you like? Are you like 31? Is that right? You got a long way to go. Long way to go. With a capital Z, Windsor. Yeah, I know, 31. Now, you got a long way to go. 31 is young. That's very young. Super young. Absolutely delicious. Are you sure? You feel young and spicy? All right. You're gonna have all the fellas chasing you in this room now. They got you now. You're saying you feel young and spicy. 31 is pretty damn young. Let's see what's the difference? Let's see. 31, 41, 51. Shoot, that's almost 25 years younger than me. Holy smokes, that's young. Because 25 years ago, I'd be 31 my damn self. All right? 30, 31, going on 31 rather. Look out, world. That's right. That's it. That's it. Can you imagine? My goodness. 61? You 61, are you? Okay. Nothing wrong with that, buddy. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't bother me about getting older. I don't care about that. As long as everything's working, if you get my meaning. It's incredibly important to me. Everything's working. I don't want anything to not stop, not start working anymore. I don't want any of that going on. I'll have none of it. That's why you got to keep that exercise. Make sure you get those skiing lessons in there. That's right. Skiing lessons is really important. Very important. Make sure everything's working, That's funny. You gotta fight for your right to party. Man, that's like ancient music. Ancient by now. You just turned 50? What do you mean you're freaking out? Why are you freaking out? For what? What are you freaking out about? Who cares? 50 ain't that bad. What's the big deal? As long as everything's working, you're good. All right? Yeah, Beastie Boys. No, something else. That's like ancient music. Ancient, ancient, ancient. All right, seeing that there's quite the smorgasbord of people in here, I want to know what your favorite song is of all time. I think we covered this once already, but I'm gonna read them off. Just give me the title of the song, because there's some new people in here. Let's read them off. I'm curious. See, Firebird, Harvester of Sorrow, Metallica, Enter the Sandman, Enter the Sandman. Hans Zimmer, Time. That's a great tune, man. Right? I know that one. Well, okay, it doesn't have to be your favorite, one of your favorites, right? Cats in the Cradle. I think you said that last time. Tennessee Birdwalk, Blackened, Jackson Brown. Late for the Sky, Firewoman, War Pigs, Whole Lot of Love, Led Zeppelin, Thrice, LA Woman, The Doors, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. That's a good one too. Everything I Do for You, Bryan Adams. I think you said that last time. Neil Young. Hold on a second. Y'all getting a little too fast for me now. Neil Young, Old Man. 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Queen. Cool Cat. Struffer. Put Lights On. XRP in the Future. That's not a song though. Riders on the Storm. Riders on the Storm. Bum ba-dum bum bum. My urine's getting warm. Bum ba-dum bum bum. I can't go on with that song because it's too derogatory for this family show. Okay, Stevie Ray Vaughan was awesome. Prisoner of the Highway, Ronnie Micat. Is that right? Nah, knock that off. American Girl, Tom Petty, Pink Floyd. Left Wing, Free Bird, Bum Bum Bum. Is that a song or is that a band? Bum Bum Bum. The Whipping Post. What is that? Sabadum. See, Freebird, John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, Albert King, Tool. Oh man, you know what? Did you hear Tool's latest music? Oh man, they're kicking ass and taking names. What do you want there, Eddie? Oh, you said money, not money. Okay, I'm sorry. Southern Man, Ohio, Down by the River. Man, that's some old stuff, Agent 19. I'm kind of shocked. I'm just surprised. Tool Sober. That's a great song, too. Oh, man, they just released new music last week or a week and a half ago. Eyes of a Stranger. What else we got here? I don't know why they're holding your freaking comments, Snowbird. I think you're being naughty again. You know, one of those two words that are in their no-no language. Like, look at this. I Need You, Leonard Skinner. YouTube held that for review. What? Man, I tell you what. You know what they need to do? They need to take all the members of the CFR that's going to be of today, Council of Foreign Relations. They need to take every last member and kick them out and bring in new people that are starting age of, let's say, 30 and stop at about 50. Get all those old geezers out of there because apparently Leonard Skinner is a bad word. And it goes into automatic censorship on YouTube. How ridiculous. See, that's another thing that's going to start driving people to other platforms is all this censorship crap. This ridiculous censorship. Ridiculous. Shut your mouth. Just absolute and utter BS. People are sick of it. Adios. See ya. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, right. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? Music is music. Period. The end. I don't see how Leonard Skinner is racist. I'm not seeing it, but okay. Maybe they said something at a press conference. Maybe they released some music I'm not aware of. Who knows what? It's ridiculous. What else we got here? Ultimate platform is pen and paper. Artist low. Arizona Scorpions. I'm not really sure, Richard. That's a good question. Blame It on the Rain. Do. Which platform you go to if you stop YouTube so I can still come and watch later? If I get off of YouTube or they kick me off or however it works, I'll just do my own thing on my own servers. So that way I ain't got to worry about nothing. Somebody wants to do something, well, go file some paperwork, buddy. I can't wait to see it. Otherwise, too bad. Ba-na-ba. Pantera. No, I don't. I'm not doing D Live, man. Because I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in any of that stuff. I'm just at this time. I'm not interested in any other platform. I'm just not interested. I've tried to go to these other platforms. They're hyped up, and people, this is going to be great, and this is so wonderful. And at the time that I was on them, they worked out okay. But sooner or later, and sooner rather than later, the last one that happened to me on, they just one day weren't there. Everybody's like, where are you at? I mean, thank God that I was able to find out the information within 24 hours of them just shutting down, because I had the owner on my Skype. I sent him constant Skype messages, and he finally told me what was going on. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just reasons like that. One day they're here, next day they're not. Plus, the other thing I worry about is security issues. I mean, we say how horrible Google is with their censorship. Well, their censorship is horrible, and I'm sticking with it. And the thing that's tearing down Google is their artificial intelligence has Down syndrome and doesn't use common sense. Use electronic logic. It doesn't use common sense, right? So as much as we complain about Google, and they do have their problems, with lying to Congress, stuff like that. They have their whole platform is now AI automation, artificial intelligence automation. You'd be shocked how many times you contact YouTube, you are not talking to YouTube. You're not talking to people. You're talking to a robot, an automated robot that takes fragments of your paragraph and then answers it in association with previous, because it's machine learning, with previous type complaints or whatever. And then they spit back out what's programmed or what is suggested in their databases or data banks as the answer. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. So artificial intelligence is garbage because it goes on electronic, it goes on, it doesn't have any compassion. It doesn't have any feelings. It doesn't have any sympathy. No acknowledgement of those factors. It's simple, electronic logic only. This is the problem. As much we snibble and whine and cry about it, the good things about YouTube and Google is fantastic security. They do have great security, in my opinion. A lot of the people that have gotten their information cracked were, in other words, it wasn't Google's fault. It was somebody did something ridiculous, or they clicked on a link that they shouldn't have outside of YouTube, maybe got an email, and then they weren't cautious, and then somebody installed a keylogger on them. Boy, that's some dangerous stuff right there. Or hit them with some spyware, or who knows what. You don't know. And then that's how they got into their YouTube, their Gmail, and all that crap. So it wasn't because of anything of security nature that Google would have a security flaw, because I haven't seen one. Not yet. Doobie Brothers? I'll be there. bend over. I will be there. Doobie Brothers, yeah. The Doobie Brothers. Oh, yeah. That's what that's all about. You had the what? In Single Man? Totally ruined it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Oh, did you really? Tom Jones? He was a character, isn't he? Walking in my shoes. Smoke on the water. Man, that's an oldie there, buddy. Man, that's like forever ago. Needs new glasses. Why do you say that? What are you talking about? These are new. Is there something? Are they broken? What's going on over there? Oh, were they? That's good for him, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty much. AI is learning. That's a good statement there, Justin. Justin Brown's comment is AI is learning how to shut you down right now. Yep. It's about right. Anyone realize how many products petroleum goes into? Like over half everything bought or packaged. You know what? That's true. That is true. That's why that would be extremely important if that was the case. Oh man, you see, it would have to go. Here's okay. Let's get back on that topic now that you mention it. Here's the problem with it. That sort of thing would have to be caught before it went to the refinery. The reason why is once it started going through all the machines for a refinery, it would contaminate everything there and all the people working at the refinery. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So God forbid if it got out into the market. Oh man, that'd be catastrophic. Truly, that could wipe out a nation in no time. In no time. That's why I'm not kidding. I really am. I'm gonna call the Department of Interior Monday for real. No joke. And here we go again. They'll probably be go. So, all right, another whack job. I mean, okay, well, I recorded it on my end, so I won't hear any crying. That's right there, Fly. I don't know to address a woman as a fly. It's a little bizarre. Hendrix. I mean, Hendrix is like ancient, dude. That's like as old as dirt. Mississippi Queen. Man, these some old music here, man. There's some really old folks in here. Get out your walking canes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just think, guys. When we're at the old folks home, like for me, it'll probably be about 30 years from now, if I make it that long. But can you imagine? It'd be 85 years of age. We'd be sitting right, we're having a big old, hey, Monty, hey, ask one of the orderlies there if they can turn on the music. And what kind of music are they playing for us? Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin. That's hysterical to me. It just cracks me up. That cracks me up. I can't even tell you. Yeah, they'll be playing 70s, 80s music, right? That would be just hilarious. Yeah, they'd be playing Metallica. Can you imagine that? Oh, turn it on to Metallica. You'd have a bunch of old men, old women in there fighting over, I want to listen to Pink Floyd. Oh, I want to listen to Metallica. Slipknot and Tool and all that. That'd be hilarious. Hold on a second. A barrel of crude, isn't a barrel like 55 gallons? Isn't a barrel equivalent to 55 gallons? What's the breakdown on that? I forgot. But you're saying a barrel of crude, it's 42 gallon? Is that what you're saying? Somebody look it up. Because you know how you hear people say 55-gallon drum? Those drums are about the same size that, you know, they transport the oil in. So if it's a 55-gallon, but they're only getting 19 gallons of gasoline per drum, how much you're getting a gallon doesn't matter. I'm just saying, if some sort of crazy nonsense, ridiculousness, that word I just made up, if something like that happened at the 42 gallons is confirmed. All right. I got three mods saying it's 42 gallons. 42 gallons per barrel of Brent crude. Okay. So if you're only getting 19 gallons, that's not even half. Right? Which would be a big deal or a big problem. All I'm just trying to say is if the oil and the barrel itself was truly contaminated and it was allowed to slip through the system, it would contaminate the entire building, and it would contaminate all of the people in the building, regardless of which process it was going through. If it was going through the transfer from crude oil to gasoline, and then the byproduct would be diesel, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, that'd be rotten, wouldn't it? That just in itself could turn the entire oil markets upside down, because nobody would want to touch anybody's barrels of oil. They'd have everybody coming in with their, with their Agent 19. What do they call the instrument that measures radiation? What's the name of that tool? I forgot. Dutch Sense used to have one of those. What's it called? Spot price on gold is 1523. Yeah, I read that yesterday. A Geiger counter. Thank you very much. I knew it was something like that. That's right, Geiger counter. So a Dutchie used to have one of those. But everything has, for the most part, everything has on this earth a radioactive signature. Everything. Plants, people, trees, dirt. You know what I mean? It might be like minuscule or minute, but everything has, whether it's macro, micro, whatever. But when it comes out of line and it gets to a certain amount, there's so many, a certain amount that you can take on each hour. And if it surpasses that, then you know what? I hope you enjoyed dirt, because you're going to be napping on it or in it or near it, or it's going to be on top of you or who knows what, forever. Agent 19, what is the maximum on the Geiger counter in which a human can withstand in an hour, or is it per day? Remember when we were looking at all the information dealing with the radiation coming from the sun? What was it? It's per hour. I know that. But what is the maximum? I'm trying to remember. Bobo, you're saying 78 plus? Cumulative dose. No, Snowball, it's not. What is it? Stage or gamma? Yeah, rads per hour. How many rads per hour can a human being withstand before you get into the danger level? Do you remember? $55. What do you mean the wind farms? How could the wind farms be screwing up the weather patterns? The wind farms have nothing to do with anything, do they? I don't think so. Because as the wind blows, they turn the big old turbines, right? Or they turn the fans, which turns the turbines. The wind's going to be there whether or not the fan is there or not. So I don't understand what you're saying. Unless I'm got something wrong. All right, 400 rads is normally enough. 50% of humans. 1,000 rads. Ooh, yeah, that'd be bad. But what I'm saying is, as far as rads go, sometimes when the sun is doing its thing, Colorado gets like, I think 50, which is like outrageous. You know what I mean? Or 48, something like that. That I've heard of, Sarah. The wind farm's doing that. I've heard of that before. CNN said the Russians control the weather. Wait a minute. I thought that was a big fat conspiracy by a bunch of conspiracy lunatics. It's not a conspiracy? You mean it really does happen? That's what I'm saying, man. Razor Queen. You thought Disney controlled the weather? Guess you're just sadly mistaken. All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what we're going to do? We're going to end our stream. It's been an hour and 20 minutes already. The other stream was like an hour and a half. We're going to have to just cut it loose. That's it. You know? Ooh. Delicious. Take her easy. That's right. I'm gonna. Sure will. Anyway, that's Big Ball of Wax. I'm Monograph, and if you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. Have a good night.